Hey, I'm in my pajamas, which must mean it's bedtime. Although, not really. I wear my pajamas a lot now, even if it's not bedtime. But I know some of you guys aren't in school. Some of you guys are stuck at home a lot. So I thought you might like to just hear a book. This is a book I liked a lot when I was a kid. When I was a little girl, I read the story of Stanley. Now, I will tell you, this isn't really like scientifically correct because we know now that people and dinosaurs didn't hang out together, right? That's a whole different era of time. But this is just a make-up, it's just a little make-believe story. So in this story, people do hang out with dinosaurs. All right, so I want to read it. I just love this story. I thought I would share it with you. Okay, so here we go. Stanley by Sid Hoff. There's Stanley. All right, ready? Here we go. There's the first page. There he is. Okay. And here's another. Stanley by Sid Hoff. Here we go. I'll let you see it like that. A long time ago, there were no houses, and people lived in caves. He's in a cave. Stanley lived in a cave, but he did not like it. See, he doesn't look that happy, does he? The cave was cold, so Stanley was cold. Ooh, brr. His head hurt because he had to sleep with it on a rock. Ow! Bats flew around as though they owned the place. He looks tired, doesn't he? He needs a good night's sleep. Why can't we find a better way to live? Asked Stanley. This is good enough for us, said the other cavemen. Why isn't it good enough for you? The caveman carried clubs. They were very tough. Stanley was tough too. But he liked to plant seeds in the ground and watch them grow. He liked to paint pictures. Look at that. You see what he's painting a picture? That's cool. And you know, we can see cave paintings that people did paint in the caves a long time ago. He liked to be nice to people. Yeah, I like to be nice to people too. Do you? Yeah. He was kind to animals. Now here's where you really wouldn't have a person petting a stegosaurus, but in this story, he's kind to animals. The other cavemen did not want Stanley to act this way. Can't you act more like a caveman? They asked. Stanley did not answer. He went on planting seeds and painting pictures. He went on being kind to animals and nice to people. He even started saying things like, please and thank you, and lovely day today, isn't it? This made the other cavemen very angry. You can't live here, they said. Beat it! They threw rocks at Stanley and chased him away. The other animals see him here. We're sorry you lost your cave, said the animals. I don't care, said Stanley. It was cold anyway. He looked for a place to live. You can't live in a nest, said the birds. You can't live in the water, said the fish. You can't live in the ground, said the worm. There's a little bitty worm. You can't live down here. Maybe I could live in a tree, said Stanley. Nope, not while I'm up here, said an ape. No way. Maybe I can live in space, said Stanley. He jumped off a rock. Ouch, said Stanley. I can't live in space. Stanley saw a field. Does anybody mind if I live here? He asked.
I don't mind if you don't snore, said an animal who was going to go to sleep.
Make sure you see her there. She's going to take a nap.
I don't mind if you don't eat too much grass,
said an animal who was eating.
I don't mind if you don't take up too much room, said a very, very big animal.
Stanley made himself at home. This is not bad. But suddenly the wind blew, and Stanley was cold. Then the rain fell and he was wet. Ooh. This is worse than the cave, said Stanley. He made walls to keep out the wind. He made a roof to keep out the rain. He made a door, windows, and chimney. He made a house. Wow! That's the first house I ever saw, said the mouse. Field mouse, I should say that. A field mouse. He lives in the field. It's the first one I ever made, said Stanley. Won't you stay here and live with me?
I can't. I belong in the field, but I will come visit you from time to time, said the field mouse.
Stanley painted pictures. He planted seeds in the ground and watched them grow. He loved his house, but he was lonesome.
Oh, I wonder how my friends are.
The cavemen were out hunting for animals. They carried their clubs.
Look who's after us with their silly clubs, said the animals. Let's chase them out of here.
They chased the cavemen. Stanley saw the cavemen running. Don't be afraid, he said. I won't let them hurt you. He made the animals go away. There go the animals. The cavemen are like, what? You saved us, Stanley, said the cavemen. Thank you. Come back and live in our cave, said one of the cavemen. Caves are old-fashioned, said Stanley. Come and see where I live. He showed them his house. Look at those flowers all in the yard. And smoke's coming out of the chimney. So he's got a fire going. Maybe he's cooking something.
A cave is for bears, a house is for people, said Stanley.
You are right, Stanley, said the caveman. This is the way we want to live. They all made houses. Stanley showed them how to paint pictures and how to plant seeds. He showed them how to be nice to each other and kind to animals, and everybody was happy. There they are. They learned how to be kind and get along and be polite. The end. I hope you liked that. I love that story. All right. Sweet dreams if it's bedtime. If not, maybe you have a book at your house you can read. All right. I'll try to make another one of these and read you something else soon. Bye. I love you.